Bob Marley warned the world. How about some mental motivation? And if you're still up and like me and can't sleep, grab a cup of coffee and you get ready for a great show. Get ready for a great show. Hope you had a great weekend. Just gonna give you something to think about heading into the week. Before we do, take a quick listen to this message and I'll see you on the other side. Bottoms up on the coffee. Hey, Pasta Simba Scar, YouTube Mufasa, it's that screenwriter, director, filmmaker, saluting you. I'm here to tell you that you can become a member to support the Walt Diddy Show, where I have exclusive members-only live streams. And how about your own personal trainer? You can get that and a whole lot more. Just let me know. There are different levels. Everything will be appreciated. And we're going to go right back into this channel. We're going to pull that greatness that you have inside. You great. You're great. You're more than enough. You're adequate. Listen, thanks again for becoming a member. And remember what my pop told me before he left the home. He used to look me in my eyes and say, Walter, you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. I put my mind to making this content. How about you put your mind to being your greatest you? Put your mind to knowing that you are worthy for all your hopes, your dreams, and desire. And thank you very, very much for becoming a member of the Walt Diddy Show. Filmmaker, have a great day and enjoy the content.
Keep on talking, we like
These people keep talking about me, but I don't care what they say. These people keep talking about me, but I don't care what they say. They talking about, they hating on, they want to see me fall. These people keep talking about me, but I don't care what they say.
K Pasa Mufasa. It is that screenwriter, director, producer, Walt Diddy. I'm saluting you and welcome. You're on a late night. You're on a late night with Walt Diddy for two reasons. Number one, my hardware in my entire studio is acting crazy. I mean, my PC over here that I edit on, the very laptop, and actually my MacBook. But it's okay. I kept on keeping on. Kept on cupping on. Makes no sense. Sitting in for the number one homie from the UK hood, Wellington Pumpernickel. That is Dr. Red Pill Bernstein. And I'm just happy he's here. Who do we have in the house so far? Shout out to you, Matt McKee. Matt McKee on the West Coast, so it's early for you. I figured I had a thought. And I said, what the hell? Why not share it? So do me a favor, when you come in, give me a like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I guarantee you will not get original content like this on YouTube, where you're going to be encouraged and not discouraged. I am not here to change anyone or the world. That's too big of a task. I'm just here to help you think, make you think, whatever you would like to put it. But by now you're wondering, what could I be talking about? What in the world is going on this late, Walt Diddy? I'm going to tell you. There he is. I warned the world. Bob Marley warned the world. Welcome. This is the 8th episode of Weekends with Walt Diddy. Just happened to be on the late night show I used to do all the time, but I have a great opportunity. I got to work. I have to work third shift this day and time. We're going to rock on. I don't know how YouTube's going to do pushing out the string, but I'm going to push out this information. Bob Marley warned the world. So when you're talking about this, and as you can see, we're cinematic tonight. We're making a movie together. You see it. No one does it like Walt Diddy. You see the world that we're living in. United States, Europe, continent of Africa, Asia. It does not matter. Chaos. Pretty much chaos, division, isms, cancel this, cancel that. But I'm here to tell you that Bob Marley warned you. He warned me. Oh, was I around during Bob Marley's time when he was smoking the ganja man and singing the songs? Absolutely not. No. But I have listened and learned to embrace a lot of the great singer-songwriters of yesteryear. Now, without further ado, I know, excuse me, it's kind of late. How did Bob Marley win the world? Well, he did it with just a little tune. And I think it goes a little something. Give yourself a 100. That's from Matt McKay. Matt McKay, that's what you've been here with me, but give yourself a 100. Write your first name, Matt, last name, McKay, 100 on the percent sign with a crayon, pencil, magic marker. It does not matter. That means you're number one. Thank you for being here. How did Bob Marley warn us? With one simple verse, the beginning. Don't let them fool you, even try to school you. Oh no. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Now, who is he talking about? This song came on. I'm listening to it. I know it very well. I began to recite what I remember of the lyrics. Sometimes I know. I don't do so well on remembering songs sometimes. I do know this. Don't let them fool ya or even try to school ya. Who is he talking about? Well, from what I gather, it's the people that, if I take my eyes off you, I'm looking at the chat and doing other things. What he's talking about is your favorite politician. He's talking about let's get the bag, reverend, bishop, deacon, deaconess, prophetess, Joyce Myers type. Don't let him fool you or even try to school you. He's talking about your favorite charlatan. When he or she started their YouTube channel, you could clearly see they were stretching and surviving good times. But all of a sudden, they know everything about finance, how to live, and remind you every day how broke you are. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Don't let them fool you. Just makes you wonder what Bob Marley meant. Could he mean how the isms and cancel culture work? Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Could it be the publicist that plants stories for you, and absolutely you, sir, to make videos to influence the algorithm forever? Because once you program the algorithm, it does not go delete said information, said videos, said conversation, said talking points. No, it stays in perpetuity, waiting for other familiar spirits, as I like to call them, but content to rank and play and affect those that actually try to provide thought-provoking conversations. Don't let them fool ya or even try to school ya. Excuse me. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. So who's doing the schooling right now? Look at your favorite legacy media reporter, journalist. Can you not flip from station to station and station and station and hear the exact same thing? Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. If you're from a male space that I'm from, Bob Marley also said, no woman, no cry. Same guys that have no woman, don't want a woman, are crying about said women. Don't let them fool ya or even try to school ya. Who was Bob Marley referring to? It captivated me. I mean, so much so that it threw me into this land. Like, wow. I'm in a lava lamp now. Listening to you, Bob. Feeling you, bro. Feeling you, bro. I'm feeling you, dude. Don't let them fool ya or even try to school ya. Is it possible? Since I'm in this lava lamp right now, could Bob be meaning to tell us that the same ones that's trying to fool you, the same ones trying to school you? It occurred to me. I'm just telling you what I was thinking. I don't know. But I went inside this lava lamp when I heard the song. Now, here is something to think about. That's just the first line of the song. The song is about something that is absolutely taboo to us now. Shout out to you, Queena. I'm glad you're here, sweetie. Hope you had a great weekend and God bless you and yours. Check this out. The song starts and we're in a movie. We're cinematic tonight. We're cinematic, don't tell anyone. Don't let them fool ya or even try to school ya. Who would try to fool you? Those that want the advantage. Those with malice, evil, sinister intent. Not only will they try to fool you, they try to school you. Is that not, as Walona said on Good Time, a blimp? Ain't that a blimp? Who could Bob be talking about when he said these words? I'm serious, this is not me coming up with this. It's really Bob. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Who else tries to fool us? These tech giants are fooling us. Fake validation. Got a lot. I have YouTube, Facebook, all these, and I struggle to get enough content on YouTube. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Ladies, I'm here to tell you more than enough, but has it not become addictive to get a little bit of likes? I'm sure. Who doesn't want to feel good or oh, they're beautiful or blah, 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 blah. They fooled you and they try to school you thinking that is healthy. That, nah, I can quit at any time. No, it won't affect my relationships, my job, my mental stability. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Now, here's where I went back to the lava lamp. And I'm serious. It like, whoa, it hit me then. I'm like, whoa, Bob, you're taking me somewhere. Because as I mentioned, that's just the first line of the song. Here's what the song is about. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved and be loved? I thought about that. Jamming too. Ba-dum bum ba bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum. Oh no. Say nothing. Say nothing. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you is how he starts the song. But the premise, the energy, the question is, could you be loved and be loved? So I thought about that as the song was reaching its climax. And the answer was a clear, hell no. We live in a world of chaos. Ask yourself from what you see in your surroundings and look at people and ask this question. Could they be loved and be loved? We don't teach that anymore. It's taboo. Using the word love in the proper contents and, the contents make context, but that's another video. We've been taught to love everything that's going to destroy us, to include our vanity, our gluttony, Now, I don't mean food. I mean wanting stuff, attention. Why? Because we broke rule number one. We broke rule number one, ladies and gentlemen. I went back to the lava lamp. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. And I'm here to tell you, Walt Diddy got fooled many times. I got fooled in the 90s with gangster rap. I got fooled in the 2000s with chasing money. North Carolina to Florida to Texas to California, back to Georgia, back to California, back to North Carolina, and a partridge in a pear tree. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. The same people, the same entities, the same companies, same forces that try to fool you are the same ones that's going to come back and school you. That's what started coming to me when I listened to the song. So I backed it up and I listened again. And it's a clear message. As soon as it start to drop, don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Perhaps Bob Marley was an independent thinker. Perhaps the great, as Jay would say, pardon me, y'all, the great Bob Marley. The late, great Bob Marley. Some amazing sound just happened. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was cool. Donna Scott said, I was fooled for a while. I still sleep up every now and then. I do too. And again, or a Pastor Gino Jennings will call it backsliding. But we transform. Glory, glory. Amen. Everybody's amen. That's right. But back to the lava thing. Back to the lava lamp. Listen what Bob telling you. Don't let them fool you. Now, as the good, my man just said, excuse me, hey, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. George W. Bush said, you just can't get fooled again. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. How many content creators, service providers, coaches does the average person frequent follow that actually can't show you any results? Sure, they may show you their nice Mercedes, BMW, but can they show you how they got it? Because if got it and getting it is around controversy, lies, deceit, negativity, hell, you can easily do that. Because Bob asked the question, could you be loved and be loved? Can you be loved, L-O-V-E-D, and can you be loved? That's the premise of the song. But to get to that stage in life, how do we get to that stage in life? Back to the beginning. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. I'm going to have some coffee. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Good coffee. What are we fooled with? We're fooled into believing that relationships can't work anymore. We are fooled to believe that, hey, we can do it all by ourselves and this individualism will take us to our grandest dreams. We are fooled in believing that we don't need each other anymore. We are fooled in believing that our communities, whether it's the chocolate community, vanilla, caramel, and or cayenne, it's not all good. We've been fooled to believe that it's going to be okay, that we can continue to print money out of thin air. We have been fooled and conditioned to believe that families is not the true generational wealth. It's paper dollars. We have been fooled into believing that we can just take on the roles of each other, if you know what I mean. We have been fooled into believing that we're going to live forever. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Same people that try to fool you are the same people that's going to try to school you and ultimately school you. What do you mean school you? Meaning teaching you backward value systems, teaching you degeneracy, teaching you not to be patriotic on where you live, teaching you that, hey, your way is the best way, teaching you to lean on your own understanding, teaching you that history should be rewritten instead of analyzed, learned, absorbed, and action plans formed out. Why? Because they never got to the end of the song. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved? Could you be loved? Could you be? I hear you back there. Yeah, something. That's the question. The song actually started to blow my mind and put me back in this lava lamp where I'm like, whoa, now I get it. Now I get it. Most people that listen to the song, dance to the song, was alive and maybe seen it in concert, that song, missed it. The first warning and only, the first warning and the most important rule to get to the end of the song is don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Because ultimately, the question is, could you be loved, L-O-V-E-D, or be loved, L-O-V-E? See, they fooled you into thinking, men, that you're not supposed to be here to love. That's what we do. They fooled you, ladies. You're here to absorb that love. And if you are in your feminine nature and on that feminine square, you will reflect it back. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved? Could you be? Better get out of this lamp for a minute. That's the question. That is the challenge. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Especially in the neighborhood that I'm from. Community where chocolate people hang out, listen to trap music, watch love and hip hop, argue about what they said on ESPN, sell bootleg items at the barbershop. Also, we are scholars, astronauts, lawyers, doctors, judges, clergy, housewives, husbands, brothers, cousins, sisters, $2 hoes, $3 bills. That community, we broke rule number 1. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Now you look back the last 75 years. We go from negotiating, fighting, screaming, picketing, water hoses, dogs, to get these very freedoms, rights, liberties, whatever it is you like to call them. All right, think about it. We go from a huge, high family union between this person and that person, and you can figure that out. 80% grown up like Walt Diddy. Daddy wasn't there. We go from rhythm and blues, James Brown, Bassett, to now, well, before then, to hip hop, to gangster rap, to bling bling, to tight, pink, skinny jeans. My good brother She would tell you a story about bioculturons. It's his piece, and I recommend that you may go listen, because though he's speaking from an Afrocentric dialogue point of view and concern, oh, it has hit you all. You have the vanilla people, Geek Machine Gun Kelly. Absolutely. You have the new Superman son. Yes, you do. My Latino brothers, Hispanic brothers and sisters, you got problems. How do I know? I lived in Southern California. Because we, me, you, everyone, didn't listen to Bob. He took the time and ultimately lost his life by telling you some good stuff. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Who is they? Everybody that most people, everybody, I'd say, including me, whine and complain about. If you're chocolate, it's the man. What has he done to you besides fooled you, then schooled you? And you were a willing participant. I was a willing participant a lot of times in life. This is not a Walt Diddy is better, smarter, more learned than anyone else. It's just something that hit me. It hit me so hard, and I thought to myself, two things. Number one, I must share. Number two, damn, I'm in a lava lamp. How did he put me in a lava lamp? I don't know these things, but he did. Because the burning question, to me, at 45, looking at life, and I'm going to tell you, if you're younger than me, gentlemen, in your 30s, 20s, I think around 40, 45, you really start looking back at life and seeing what you can do going forward. I realized for many, many, many years of my life, not only did they fool me, they schooled me. I learned that freedom is not free. You can't buy your way out. It's going to take some mental prowess, some mental fortitude, desire, learning, patience. But no matter what neighborhood that we in, the shiny dressed up him or her in a nice car will get heard. Will get heard. Somehow, the generations after Bob Marley missed something huge. And I'm grateful that it hit me tonight. And I had the opportunity to share with you that Bob warned us. That famous song, could you be loved? Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. I come from a sector where they make it their business to not only fool you, but school you. They make it your business. You're at the Walt Diddy show right now, on the late night with Walt Diddy, where I have no expertise in rocket science. I have no expertise in robotics. So why in the hell would you give me any attention or value my opinions on those subjects? Sure, entertain them. Have some fun. We can talk about it. But if you're in need to build said robot or to build said rocket ship, my opinions will not help you. Perhaps spark an idea. I didn't think so. But I come from a sector where you get that. YouTube, Facebook anywhere. You can be anywhere thing you want to be. But YouTube especially is the home of avatars. They get more respected than someone that puts it out on the line by, hey, here's my email address. Here's me in the flesh. I have no reason to hide unless I'm going back to this lava lamp. I come from a sector where panelists that don't have channels and don't make content get to spew their dysfunction day in, day out. We all know of places like these social media outlets where degeneracy, whining, complain, lying, blame shifting reigns supreme, and we absorb it. I'm guilty. Yes, I have been guilty. Bob Marley told us. He clearly told us, don't let them fool you or even try to school you. He's telling you, don't even let them try. Don't let them fool you or even try, not even a try. And there's a lot of lanes and avenues in society where it's too late. That surviving so you can later on thrive will be the only course of action. The bill is coming due from all those stimulus monies. It's going to come due. You see it at the pump, you see it in the stores. The bill is coming due. There is an economic shift globally. It's coming due. People are having to leave what they're called home due to moratoriums and eviction bans are up. It's happening. It's not being reported, but it's happening. Those ships at the port of Long Beach, at the port of Los Angeles, will lead to layoffs on shore. It's going to happen. Gentlemen that complain about what women doing, she's going to be all right. She's going to choose a Walt Diddy thrown in square during this cold winter and the rough economic days, months, and years to come. Yes, your favorite celebrity, that football team that you cheer for so hard, they're going to be okay. Question is, how about you? Do you not sense it? The answer to that is undeniably no. That's something else that came to me as I was listening to this song. Everybody is not supposed to sense what you and I may. That's why we're individuals. Jesus said, those that have eyes can see, and those ears that have ears can hear. A lot of people don't. How long and how old is that song that this conversation hasn't happened before? Maybe it was just meant for me to give. I'm not sure. It's possible. But I do know this. And I learned it from Bob Marley. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. We talked about it. I know you're wondering, if you're just coming in, do me that favor. We're in a movie. I made it cinematic tonight. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All that is free. And I would be very, very grateful. I've been fooled. It's another song. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. You can't do it all the time. Fool me once, shame on me. Can't let you do that again. But what Bob Marley said is more profound. Couple verses. Song starts. Don't let them fool ya, or even try to school ya. Because when you do, if you do, nothing but pain, despair, heartache, and a life of misery. And most importantly, it's going to keep you from the most important part of the song. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved? Loved. Could you be loved? Could you be loved and be loved? That's what we don't talk about. How many people, your favorite dating coaches, your Kevin Samuels, your Tasha Kays, your Dr. Phil, how many ask that question? Could you be loved, Loved, and be loved? Of course you can. Of course they won't. Because they broke rule number 1. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. It's kids, adolescents, teenagers. We don't have much control over that. But I absolutely agree with what President Abraham Lincoln said. Anyone over the age of 30 is totally responsible for his or herself. So I'm talking to millennials, Generation X, boomers. And if you're from the greatest generation you still here, just do what the hell you want to do. I'm serious. I mean, if you still here from the greatest generation, you do what the hell you want to do. I don't care. Because that puts you in your hundreds. Smoke cigarettes, watch nasty. It does not matter. It does not matter. I shouldn't say that, but I made it. Just kidding. That is the greatest. Well, he's one of the greatest doctors on the planet. That is Dr. Red Pill Bearstein, who's sitting there for Wellington Papa Noodle tonight. Thank you, Doc. Could you be loved? Could you be loved? There's a lot of people that can't be loved, ladies and gentlemen. They're fooled and already schooled. They're fooled into believing that their money, bodies, their little social status on social media is who they are and where their value lies. And just to be honest, it's not their fault. Shout out to you, Deanna Wiley. Glad you joined the party, Deanna. And you're right on time to go back to the lava lamp, where I can think a little bit clearer. We're inside the lava lamp, the Bob Marley lava lamp. Could you be loved? Could you be Loved? That's not easy. It's probably harder to be loved than to love. And I'm talking about people that's somewhat mentally healthy and somewhat human. It's easier to love than to be loved. Because to be loved, you put yourself in a vulnerable state. Because it's pressure, right? You don't want to mess it up. You want to cherish it. If it's an intimate partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, blah, 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 blah. You don't want anyone else to have it. So you're going to be a little selfish of that. That's natural. Could you be love? A loving person. What does that mean? I've always said that love is an action verb. We can say it all day, but I'm the type of man that I can sense it, feel it, logically process it. It's an action. You do things and make sacrifices because you love someone. You're showing it. I'm inside this lava lamp, so I could be a little moody. I don't know these things. Could you be loved and be loved? Well, I'm here to tell you once again, off the strength of the great Bob Marley, inside our live stream movie. Who does it like Walt Diddy? You don't see this all the time. Say it. Say it. No, you don't. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. 2022, there's going to be a lot of tomfoolery. The politicians are going to try to fool you and school you. Both sides, the same party. It's nothing different. I don't care who they are now. They have all revealed that it's all about that money. Name one. I used to like Donnie J. Still do. I like it just because he says he a man enough to at least say what he mean. But you see that social media app, you can come back. Ooh, make too much money. Money. But in 2022, they're going to try to fool you and screw you. Social media will double down to school and fool you. Hurt people with huge platforms in every sector you can name, from real estate to Riuniti, which was a wine. Riuniti on nice, Riuniti on nice, Riuniti, Riuniti. That was a great commercial. Never drank any, but that was a great commercial. Inside this lava lamp, off the strength of Bob Marley, I'm telling you, don't let them fool you or even try to school you. That's how he warned the world. Not to be fooled and schooled by those that's inferior than you, less intelligent than you, and most importantly and most sinister, willing to be more deceitful, lying, cheating, and a grotesque person than you. We can't let those people fool us, because those are the same people that's going to come back and try to school us. 1 + 1 is 2. These people try to fool you and tell you 1 + 1 is 2 in Georgia, but in 3 is 37 in Iowa. And I'm not talking politically. The same people that fooled you with their protest and what should happen with wearing PPE are the same ones breaking down fences at Barclays Arena in New York City over Kyrie Irving. The same people that championed and embraced Dave Chappelle politically this time last year are attacking him. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. As an adult, as we mentioned, by quoting the late President Abraham Lincoln, everyone, man, woman, over the age of 30 is totally responsible for him or herself in every way. I realize what happened. I know you were traumatized early. I was too. But over 30, you're responsible. Sit down, go inside your mind, seek, listen, let me show you. This is what you do. Give yourself a 100. Give yourself a 100. If you're still here, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're over 30 years old, you're responsible. You were mistreated. I know, I was too. You either A, seek the counsel and the therapy of a great doctor like Dr. Red Pill Burstein. He don't cost me a thing. I just talk to him. And then seriously, you have to do the work. Starts with forgiving yourself. Till you forgive yourself for carrying such a burden and all that weight, you're going to struggle. That's another video. We'll talk about it together because I believe in you. Most important thing you can get from this conversation, from give yourself a 100. I had to give you another 100. I just feel good tonight. Know that Bob Marley warned us. The late, great Bob Marley warned us. He warned the world. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Because the minute you do that, you are in their clutches. The minute you do that, you're giving up free will. The minute you do that, you're sacrificing not only your physical freedom, but your mental freedom and happiness. And we're going back inside this lava lamp. Because the most important verse, lyric, words of the song is this question: could you be loved and be loved? Could you be LOVED and be LOVE? And I'm here to tell you that will not happen, cannot happen, if you're allowing yourself to be fooled and schooled by forces that don't mean you any good. Did I say that right? He says no. Being fooled by people, products, companies, entities, they care nothing about you. They care nothing about or anything about your family, your values, your ways of life. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Don't let the 535 in D.C. fool and school you. 535 is 435 in the House, 100 in the upper chamber of the Senate. And if you want to just add in, we can call it 537 voters and POTUS. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. They're on the same team. They're no different than the Batman and the Joker. There is no one without the other. They're on the same team. When they're out of power, they're still in power. Making the money. Getting the campaign donations. Don't let Wall Street fool you. Your 401k and their money, two different places. When it's time to lose, it's you and I. Don't let them fool you. No, they're not doing us any favors. This is something I wanted to bring up real quick. It's 12:40 in the a.m. if you're keeping score as I have. I want to thank everybody that came by. That means a whole lot to me. I wanted to do a live stream earlier, but I'm having some hardware issues. I'm afraid maybe it's a fan in my PC tower. Perhaps it could be a drive. We're going to find out. And hopefully it will not cost a lot of feria. That is Espanol for money. Think about what I said. And the premise of this conversation, and when you watch it on the live replay, do me a favor. Don't forget to do this. It's absolutely free. Not ask you for $1. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So YouTube and search, rank some of my streams and conversation. I just try to be thought-provoking. You make your own decisions. I'm not here to save the world. This is a full-time job trying to save myself. But what I am attempting to do is provide a facility, a location, a spot for a community of people that's knowing, that have eyes and ears, right? We have eyes that can see and ears we can hear. We know the storm is coming. We're just trying to survive and thrive. And in due season, we'll find more people like us. But as you can see, the subject matter was around Bob Marley. That favorite song, Could You Be Loved and Be Loved? He warned us. Bob Marley warned us with just a simple verse, few words. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you, because once you do that, you don't have a chance. You are not in the ballpark of the most important part of the song. And that's the question that everyone should ask themselves. Could you be loved and be loved? Not only could you be loved, but can you be loved? Could you be loved? Say something. Damn it. I like this lava lamp. We're going to see much more of it. Listen, I want to thank everybody that had blessed me with your presence, your support by stopping back tonight. Queena, shout out to you. Deanna, thank you very much. Double M, Matt McKay, I appreciate you a whole lot. We're going to grow this community. Community shall grow. I have a plan. We're doing it organic right now. Losing a lot of subscribers that probably wants to hear me complain about politics, which I never did, and I never will. So I'm not a Brandon Tatum. I think a little more deeply. And when his star has fell back to earth, mine will be just rising. And I'm not wishing anything bad on him. But just in closing, the subject matter was, I warned you. That's right. I warned the world. Bob Marley did. With a few words. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Because if you do, you're going to miss the most important part of said song. Could you be loved? L-O-V-E-D, and be loved? L-O-V-E. Something to think about. The answers and questions and blah, blah, blah is on you. This is what I do know. I have a little bit more coffee. It is absolutely great. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul, stopping by on a late night with Walt Diddy, a show that I really love to do. Unfortunately, I have work. Got to go to bed now, get up in the morning, do some errands, go back to bed, be at work at 1:30 in the a.m. Listen, before I get out here, let me remind you of a few things. This coming week, check out my my pre-recorded some workouts. Gonna teach you ladies how to work those legs, work your glutes. We're gonna do some ab work, simple exercises. I hope you enjoy. Also, I need to leave you with this message that Wellington Pumpernickel will be back in studio on the next live stream. And I want to thank my private therapist for coming through, sitting with me. That is Dr. Red Pill Bearstein. Shout out to the good doc. And here's the most important thing. I know about pain and suffering. I grew up in it. I'm from the darkness. No lights on, no running water. And to add insult to injury, one day my daddy went to work when I was 9 years old and he never came back. But he left me with something precious. I don't think he knew he did, but now I know it is platinum, diamond, and gold all in one. All those times he looked me in my eyes, these two eyes, and he would say, Walter, you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. As you can see, I put my mind in making this content, being positive, being the encourager, not a discourager, and having these conversations that hopefully provoke some thought. Now, what I'm asking you to do is to put your mind into knowing that you're more than enough. Put your mind into knowing you're going to have a great week. Thou canst believe all things is possible to those that believe. And I promise you that is a universal law. And whatever we sow, we will reap. Whatever we putting out, just make sure it's some good soil mentally, physically, and don't be ran over. Last thing I'll leave you with is what the great Bob Marley warned us about. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you, because if you do, I can guarantee you will not make it to the most precious part of the song where that's the question. Could you be loved? It's L-O-V-E-D, and be loved, L-O-V-E. Thank you very much for being here. I'm wishing you the best, most productive week of your life. I want you to stay safe. I want you to know when you look in that mirror, you're already there. Whatever you want to be, just have a face to call forth those things that be not as though they were, and just let things be. Say peace, be still. Listen, have a great weekend. Have a great week. This is the end of the weekend, and you've been on the late night with Walt Diddy, with that screenwriter, director, producer, Walt Diddy. I'm saluting you. Have a great week, and listen to the end of the song, because when people talking about you, this is how you handle it. Walt Diddy, go.
Keep on talking, we like it.
These two keep talking about